Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So, predictably, Adam Azim stops Ohara Davies in 8 rounds. This was basically the sort of fight we expected. Ohara Davies these days has seen better days, coming off a first round knockout loss to Ismael Barroso several months ago. And ultimately, when Ohara Davies has gone beyond domestic level, he's always fallen short. So, Davies can punch a bit, but ultimately, skill-wise, he really is lacking. And going into this fight, we all expected Adam Azim to get the job done, but ultimately the question was, how dominant would he be? How would he look doing it? And ultimately, I felt Adam Azim looked very measured in this fight. Probably as measured as I've seen him. Maybe that was because he realised that for all of Ohara Davies' faults, Ohara Davies does have decent power. So maybe that's why Adam Azim was more switched on, was more systematic in his approach. He was more selective with his shots. Just a lot more thought into his work, in my opinion, than what we're used to seeing so far in his career. Usually he purely overwhelms guys with speed, and he did in this fight against Ohara Davies. He overwhelmed Davies with his speed, but I felt there was a lot more technique, a lot more thought behind what he was doing. First sort of 3 rounds, both guys were engaging in a jab match, in a boxing match. Of course, that favours Adam Azim, far quicker off the draw, beating Ohara Davies to the jab time and time again, landing the jab pretty much every time he threw it. Whereas Davies was falling short with his jab, and also not only falling short, but bringing his jab back to his chin way too slow. So he'd bring it low, then bring it up to his chin. And you saw immediately the speed difference and also the gaps that Adam Azim could exploit as this fight went on. So first sort of 3 rounds or so, both guys were cautious, but Adam Azim was far more active with his jab. Also the occasional straight right behind it, occasional hook off the jab as well. Ohara Davies, the only thing he was really trying was that at times he was trying to walk Adam Azim into a left hook, but the shots never landed, and when they did, they were delivered poor, technically poor, so they had no effect. So Adam Azim completely outboxes Ohara Davies in the first sort of 3 rounds. He continues that in the 4th round, but I felt he started to set his feet a little more, even with the jab. And you could tell that Adam Azim's shots from round 4 onwards started to become more damaging. In round 4, Ohara Davies picked up a nose injury, bleeding nose, which got progressively worse. I think he broke his nose the way it was bleeding. It was like a continuous flow of blood. Even when he came out round after round, the corner worked on the nose, but it would continue to bleed even before the round started, kind of thing, round 4, Adam Azim starts to sit down on his punches a bit more, starts to really get leather into that jab with speed, coming back with the straight right behind it. Ohara Davies, the straight right, was getting around his guard because he was so side on. And Ohara was just befuddled. And after round 4, it started to become very easy for Adam Azim. Started to take liberties, started to push Ohara Davies back, started to pressure him. Initially, he pressured him behind the 1-2, then started to go down to the body. And in round 5, he caught Ohara Davies with, I think, like a scooping left hand to the body, to the pit of the stomach. Drops Ohara Davies. Well, Ohara Davies sort of takes the knee, bleeding from the nose, kind of felt he was going to quit. Beats the count though, gets up. Adam Azim tries to finish him, but Ohara Davies sees out the round. After round 5, Adam Azim, smartly in my opinion, didn't push his foot on the gas right away. Took a look at Ohara Davies in round 6, went back to his jab, and really just took the shots that were there, more so than forcing his work. Boxing from range, but still applying front foot pressure. Ohara Davies was backing up, he was losing steam on his shots. And Azim was just slowly breaking him down. After round 6, Azim started to pick up the pace again. He started to split the guard of Ohara, started to counter Ohara. More and more bodywork was starting to transpire from Adam Azim. And also, one thing I haven't seen from Azim so far in his career, he started to actually walk Ohara down and get on his kind of forehead to forehead and really get close to him, working the body, going through the middle with uppercuts, hooking around the side of Ohara Davies' guard. You know, he was starting to fight a little bit on the inside. And even on the inside, you know, Ohara Davies didn't want to know. He was feeling the shots. Again, the nose was really, really bad. And in round 8, the fight ended. Adam Azim, again, pressuring Ohara both from the outside and at times up close. He landed, I think it was a jab, followed by a left hook around the guard. Hits the side of Ohara Davies' face near the eye area. Ohara Davies takes a knee, basically quits, you know. It was what it was. But yeah, good performance by Adam Azim. Ohara Davies isn't any great shakes, but, you know, he can punch. I will say that. He can punch. And we saw a more, not cautious is the wrong word, but we saw a more mature performance from Adam Azim, you know. Again, more selective with his shots. Again, more thought in what he was doing. So yeah, good performance by Adam Azim, and we'll see what he does next. I really still want to see the Dalton Smith fight. I think that's a big domestic fight. That'll be very, very interesting. But we'll see. There's fights out there for him, Adam Azim. Definitely fights out there for him, but Dalton Smith is the best fight at domestic level. Anyway, share your thoughts below. Beanie Guy Delboy, peace.